Welcome to the Metal Bob Live Podcast. I am your host, Metal Bob. Today's show is brought to you by Legend Picks, artist Jeremiah Kalleck, and also the Texas Vinyl Coalition. You can find links to our sponsors and more on the Metal Bob Live website. There you can also find links to the latest Metal Bob gear, including shirts, hoodies, and more. On today's show, I had the honor of speaking with bassist John Massaglia of the Truth Council. We discussed their debut EP, 13 Degrees, and also talk some Miami Dolphins football. So sit back, have a listen, and enjoy the show. Thank you. All right, John, you with me, buddy?
I am.
Perfect, man. So on the phone with me is John Massaglia from the Truth Council, man. John, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing great. So, hey, why don't you tell everybody what the Truth Council is all about, man?
The Truth Council is all about we're rock and roll. We got together about a about a year and a half ago, and started writing songs. And I'm kind of slow at it, but we got an EP done in about 10 months, not quite a year. And we released that on March 5th, and about a week later, the COVID thing hit and everything shut down. So we've just been doing a lot of internet promotion and stuff. We've only been able to play one show. It's been real slow, but we do have a show on Halloween that we're looking forward to. And I should say the Truth Council is Brock Massaglia on drums, Jason McMichael on guitar, and Mitch Bland on lead vocals. And we're doing kind of a not really prog rock, but regular rock with kind of some prog influences and stuff. So not super heavy, but not super light either.
Perfect, man. So tell us a little bit about the EP that you guys put out in March, the 13 Degrees.
It's got 5 tracks on it. One's an instrumental. The first track is Eyes of Jane. The second track is Beyond God. The third track is Different Kind of Crazy. The fourth track is Buzz is Mad. And the last track is Never the End. All a little different flavoring of stuff. We had some of our friends come and sing and play on it. Had a guy named Derek Sherinian who used to play in Dream Theater. He plays in Sons of Apollo and plays in Black Country Communion. He came and did keyboards he didn't come. We did it over the internet, but he did keyboards on Never the End and really made that sound great. That's about it.
So how did you guys hook up with the keyboard player?
You know what? He posted a thing online that he actually would have little contests, and he would pick one. If you sent an MP3 in, he would pick one, and if he liked it, he would do a solo for free, and he picked mine. So then I paid him a little bit, and he did the whole song.
That's great.
So yeah, and he did a great job. He really his keyboards really make that song.
Yeah, and I was telling you when we talked earlier, I said Beyond God. I think that's a great song, man. I like the raspiness and the roughness of the vocals and the whole groove of the song just kills.
Cool, thank you. That's a friend of mine that's a vocalist in a really heavy band. His name is Max McAllister, and he came in as a favor and laid that heavy stuff down, and really made it stick out. I dig that a lot, also.
Great, man. So you've been playing bass, you said, for what, 30-something years?
30. 30. I got my first bass the day after my 17th birthday in 1985. So yes, 35 years.
35 years. And you guys are based out of, is it Pekin or Peoria?
You could say either or.
I know they're right
We're
there next to each
basically,
other.
yeah, we're nobody. We play in Peoria, but like two of us live in Pekin, and two of us actually live in North Pekin, which is a separate city. But yeah, basically Pekin.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in Pekin there for a while when they were doing a lot of the rock and skull shows and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Justin Murr.
Yeah, Justin. Yep, I know Justin.
We actually our first show was Rock and Skull last year.
Okay.
We opened it up that Friday night. We were the first band.
Now, where are they having that now? I know the venues have changed a couple times.
I do. You know what? I do not think they're having it this year.
Okay.
I backed up a couple of solo guys, and they were on the bill like last year. But I think I haven't heard anything about that. The last I heard, it was supposed to be like October 16th, but I don't think it's happening. Some of the bands I know, like some of the out-of-country bands, can't get visas to come over.
Right.
So I have not heard anything about it. Justin hasn't been advertising, so I assume that it's not happening.
Okay. Yeah, it's rough, man, not being able to go see shows or even be out playing shows right now, and I know that you're feeling the effects of that for sure.
Both ways. I'm an avid concert goer.
Yeah, I mean it sucks.
If anything, I save money because I've already. Yeah, I mean, we usually end up not a lot of stuff that I'm not a lot of stuff I like comes here. So it seems like I'm always either in Chicago or St. Louis. And, usually that's a hotel, either driving up with gas, or a lot of times if it's in, like at the Chicago Theater, someplace downtown, we take the train up out of Bloomington.
Right.
Get a hotel. Yeah. So if anything, it's good. I've saved a lot of money because we do that quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then as an artist, I mean, we went. I didn't. We had one show like 2 weeks ago, and then I do fill-in shows. So I've had like cover shows through the summer, but it's extremely slow, and it's going to get slower once the weather turns, because a lot of the places are having bands outside, and that'll end.
Right.
By middle of October, that'll stop. Nobody's going to want to play in 40-degree weather.
So can you tell me you got a new singer for your next album? Correct?
That's right.
Okay.
We got it. Yeah, I sang on the 13 Degrees EP, and our new singer's name is Mitch Bland. He's an awesome singer, and we just did a track with him we just got it finished a couple weeks ago, and I put it on YouTube because we had that show. It came out like the week of the show, so we put it on YouTube, and everyone's just loving it. I couldn't be happier about that great singer. It frees me up to do. I could concentrate on bass more and sing background. So he's a welcome addition.
Right on. So we're looking forward to that, man. So you'll have to keep me posted on that when it's getting close for time to be released.
Yes, I will. Yeah, hopefully. Another thing with the pandemic and the kind of the lockdown was I was able to write a bit, so we have songs ready to go. So it may the second one may come quicker, just studio wise and getting in there and doing the recording part. So it could very well be the end of the year, but probably I would say January or February.
Okay. It is funny, like you said, with all this, this downtime that all these musicians have had, I can imagine that there are tons and tons of songs being written as we speak right now. I mean, like you said, what else is there to do? I mean, especially with the technology, you don't even have to be in the same room anymore to do this. It's great.
Exactly. Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of good new music coming out. I listen to Joe Rogan every once in a while, and they were talking about comedians with having all this downtime, that there'll be tons, like, think of all the material that they're coming up with, that when this breaks and they can tour and do clubs, everyone will have fresh sets and everything, and it should be the same musically. You know, everybody should have new albums or at least a bunch of new material to play. So if there's any silver lining in this pandemic, that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you were talking about concerts, man, and I go to tons of them every year too. And I've recently moved. I actually lived in the Quad Cities, which isn't too far from Pekin. But
No,
I've moved. I'm in Columbia, Missouri now, so I'm like right between St. Louis and Kansas City, man. So I got like a really nice comfort zone for concerts there. So
yeah, that's nice.
but yeah, it does
What
get
do I like?
a little pricey.
Oh yeah.
But man, you only live
Yeah,
once. You only live once, brother.
That's right. And you know what? There's always that artist that you don't see, or that you wish you could have seen, and something happens and you don't. Or I know what we were talking about at a buddy of mine. We were talking about Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh man!
And by chance, I was able to see him in '89, and my buddy was jealous of that. And I'm like, yeah, it's just a buddy, another friend had an extra ticket, and I was able to go, and that was really good, you know. So yeah, you got to see as much as you can when you can, because you never know when you won't be able to.
You know, absolutely, man. And you know, I've done that, and I'm sure you've done it. Oh, I'll catch them next time they come around, man. There may not be a next time, man. And the last few years, it's been pretty hard on the some of our old heroes. You know, the guys we listened to growing up, man. We've lost quite a few guys, man, and it's tough. You know, I
talked my wife into going to the last Rush tour when they said it was definitely the end, and we went to St. Louis and saw them. I think it was the Enterprise Center, the hockey rink.
Yep.
And that was awesome. And then they really did retire.
Yeah. Well, I actually had tickets to see Rush. I've never seen them, but I had tickets to go.
Oh.
My son is a huge Rush fan, and I'm thinking, you know what, I'll have another opportunity to see him. And so I gave the tickets to my kid, and I don't regret it to this day because, you know, I know he loved it. He's a true Rush fan. He enjoyed the show. I ended up missing out, never got another chance to go see him again, but he did get to go see him, so, you know.
That's awesome.
It's great, man. But, yeah, one band that I've always, you know, followed and always wanted to see live and just never had the opportunity. And when I did, I just, you know, I gave it to him. You know, I thought it meant more to him because he was a big Rush fan, so.
Sure.
So to me, it was worth it, you know, giving him the ticket, letting him go. But I recently, like, speaking of, you know, I had just seen, I'm a huge John Prine fan, and I had just seen John Prine last fall.
Oh, wow.
And obviously, you know, we lost him earlier this year. And it was, it had to only been, you know, 7 months prior to that. I had just seen him here in Columbia.
Wow.
Boy, I'm glad I did, man. And I try to really make sure that I get to as many as I can get to. It's just.
Yeah. Well, hopefully if they get a vaccine and this stuff can kick back in next year, that we start playing shows and going to shows.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like in sports too, I usually go to a Cub game a year. I actually had tickets this fall to go see the Dolphins.
Okay.
And they refunded them to me. So my parents own a home around Fort Myers, and my wife and I will usually fly down and stay there and then drive over for a game. And I bought the tickets like, we'll be all right by this fall. And then they sent me an email that said they were refunding my money for the tickets.
Well, I know that they are allowing certain amount of fans in the stadium, but I imagine that
right, it's going to be season ticket holders.
Yeah, they're going to be the ones that are going to get, you know, first choice. Obviously, that's what I was getting to. But yeah, it's just, you know, it'll be interesting to see how things go. I know that the players and the fans really won't have a whole lot of interaction. The fans obviously will, you know, but I'm sure they'll spread them out the best they can. But it'll be interesting to see how this thing unfolds. But yeah, I've had the opportunity to get down to Miami and see a game too, man. It's a great stadium, man. The new look's great. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
And we're on the up and up, man. People are starting to get a little worried about them Dolphins.
Nah, we're good. I'm cautiously optimistic this year.
I'm just saying, I think everybody else is getting a little worried about them.
I think so.
All the other teams.
Yeah, totally.
So,
the Jets. Yeah, my wife is a Jets fan.
Oh, so, okay. That's interesting, man. I don't have that problem in my house. I got a Packers fan for a wife, but I don't have that problem.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That Jets, that's
a little dicey here.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, boy, Sundays are hell there, man. I went with her to actually, we went up to Lambeau and watched the Dolphins get beat, and I was a little bummed, but I had a good time.
Yeah.
I felt like I got robbed because Tannehill didn't get to play, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was, heck, I can't even. Oh, with that backup, we had that Brock. Osweiler was playing that day, and he showed signs he had a couple good games, and he went right down the hill, man. I was like, oh, man, come on, buddy.
Yeah.
We went through some quarterbacks over the years, man.
Oh, my gosh. I can't even count. It's got to be 20.
At least.
Or more.
I think more than the Browns, man.
Quite possibly. That is quite possible.
No, but I think that's great that you're a Dolphins fan. That's awesome, man. We got to stick. We got to stick together.
That's right. That's right.
So why don't you tell everybody why I got you on here? Give us your Facebook site. Tell them where they can buy the EP. Promote whatever you got. Man.
Okay. You can buy it on digitally. It's on the iTunes. You can message me on our Facebook. www.facebook.com/The Truth Council. Message me. I'll get you a CD, T-shirt. And then our next show is Halloween night. We go on at 11. There's a couple other bands in before us, but it should be a awesome night.
And that's at the Twisted
Spoke. We're excited.
Pekin, correct?
That's right. Twisted Spoke in Pekin, Illinois, right.
All right. Perfect. Yeah, everybody, it's the Truth Council, 13 Degrees. Pick it up now. I've listened to it. It's great. Beyond God is killer. I'm going to keep saying that because that's my favorite one so far. I'll listen to it a few more times. I know that something else will grow, but that one right now has got my attention.
Cool. Thank you.
Well, John, it's been great talking to you, man. I really appreciate it, buddy. When I get this thing up next week, I'll make sure to send it straight to you so you'll have your own personal link to it. And,
okay.
Yep. And anything else you'd like to say while I got you on?
No, that's about it. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, buddy. Thank you for reaching out, man. You take care of yourself. We'll talk soon.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks, John. Bye. That concludes today's episode of the Metal Bob Live podcast. Please go to our website to check out our sponsor links. And thank you for listening. Metal Bob out.